I used to think narcissism was one of the worst things you could be. Arrogant, self-obsessed, willing to hurt people just to feel superior. But over time, I started to realize something strange and honestly kind of uncomfortable. The same traits we shame as narcissistic are the ones we celebrate in the successful. Confidence, audacity, unshakable belief in your vision. Even a little delusion. But when it works, we don't call it narcissism. We call it self-love, leadership, being visionary. It's the same energy, just with better PR. And when someone quiet, empathetic, or unsure tries to own those same traits, they freeze. Because somewhere deep down, they're asking themselves, am I becoming a narcissist? This question haunts empaths especially. People who feel too much. People who spend so much time understanding others that they forget what it means to move for themselves. I get it. For a long time, I lived by this idea. Be the person you want others to be. It sounds noble. Until it becomes self-erasure. Until you start feeling guilty for wanting more. Until ambition feels like a crime. And so you stop. You think, you dream, you overthink. And nothing moves. But what if narcissism isn't a poison, but a fire? A fire that can burn down or light the way depending on who holds the match. I think it's just a tool, like overthinking. Dangerous when left unchecked. Powerful when held with care. Some people drown in it. Some people use it to hurt. You've been told narcissists are the villains in the story. But society also teaches us to prize confidence, vision, and ambition, the very traits that look like narcissism wearing a better suit. So where is the line? Some people drown in it, but a few people learn how to hold it in their hands without letting it consume them. Like fire. Like a knife. It's like ego. Look at history's greats. Steve Jobs believed he saw the future. Alexander the Great called himself divine. Joan of Arc heard voices no one else could hear and led an army at 17. Were they perfect? Absolutely not. Were they afraid? No. They leaned into their shadow traits, not to hurt others, but to become who they were meant to be. Maybe that's the real difference between them and us, the ones still waiting for permission. Carl Jung said, "The shadow is 90% gold." The parts of ourselves we're afraid to look at. The arrogance, the hunger, the ego. Point us toward who we're meant to become. Not perfect, not pure, but whole. Hear what I learned. I stopped seeing narcissism as evil. I started seeing it like overthinking. A tool that's useful in doses, dangerous when it controls you. I stopped apologizing for wanting something more. I let myself be just confident enough. Just delusional enough to act. And that's when everything changed. I moved, I created. I started working toward the vision that was stuck in my head for years. You want to know the real enemy? It's not narcissism. It's guilt. Guilt that makes empaths small. Guilt that says dreaming big is selfish. Guilt that tells you taking up space is hurting someone. But hear the truth. You can believe in yourself without stepping on anyone. You can build something great without losing your soul. Stop rejecting your power. Start using it. Because the world doesn't need more self-doubt. It needs powerful people who actually give a shit. When you're stuck in a bed watching life happen without you, you don't dream about winning. You just dream about not being a burden. What if the thing you're scared to become is the very thing that could change your life? You've spent years trying not to be selfish. Not proud. Not like them. But what if a little bit of that is exactly what you need? This isn't about becoming a cold, heartless narcissist. It's about reclaiming your right to believe in yourself, fully and unapologetically. And it's not about becoming a narcissist. It's about finally becoming you without guilt.